Hello people of the internet, it's I, the gaming guy with a bow tie, Sketch the Smeargle, and today I'm finally bringing you this channel's first top 10 video. Except not, because it's actually a top 6 video. Today I'm going to give you beautiful masterpieces, my top 6 rock-type Pokemon. Without further ado, let's get started. Kicking off the list at number 6 is a rather new personal favorite, Alolan Golem. Alolan Golem is a regional variant from the Alola region. Its typing changed from Rock Ground to Rock Electric in Pokemon Sun and Moon. Now, regular Golem has never really stood out to me. Other than being a complete oddball compared to its family, it's never really gained my affection. However, Alolan Golem caught my eye for 2 reasons. First off, look at this beard. Facial hair goals. And second, its typing. Alolan Golem was the first and currently the only Rock Electric type, which gives it high preference over some other rock types. Its ability Galvanize adds to this by making all of its normal type attacks become electric, giving it the same type attack boost, or stab. This means that Alolan Golem can now utilize moves like Explosion and Strength in a way that normal Golem never could. Number 5 on this list is everybody's favorite not tree Pokemon, Sudowoodo. Sudowoodo is a pure rock type added in Pokemon Gold and Silver. It later got a pre-evolution, Bonsai, in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. Sudowoodo lands itself on this list for one reason, and that is its real-world basis, petrified wood. A long time ago, I was, brace yourselves, a rock collector. Yes, I was always outside, picking around in the dirt for shiny crystals and the like. In this time, I developed a liking for a particular kind of rock, petrified wood. Because of such, I found myself taking a liking to Sudowoodo. This combined with that adorable derp face really brought a shine to Sudowoodo. Plus, who can say no to little old Bonsai? Battle-wise, I can't say much from personal experience, but I've seen Sudowoodo and its pre-evolution Bonsai hold their own in countless Let's Plays and Nuzlockes. Taking number 4 on the list is Probopass. Probopass is a rock steel type introduced in Generation 4 with Diamond and Pearl. It was one of the many evolutions given to earlier Pokemon in Generation 4. And I know what you're thinking, how could anyone like Probopass? It's so dumb looking and has a mustache. And yes, you are right. Probopass has a poor design. But the reason it's on this list isn't because of its design or even its real life bases. As you might know, my first solo Pokemon game was Pokemon Emerald. In this game is this chick, Roxanne. Roxanne has a nose pass, and when I saw it and got my ass kicked by it, I knew I wanted one. Unfortunately, 6-year-old me didn't know to use the internet to look up where to find one. Also, seriously? Granite Cave Basement is a rare encounter from Smashing Rocks. What child would spend that much time on a freaking nose pass? Anyways, after beating the Elite Four in Emerald, you now have the ability to reface gym leaders with new and improved teams. Roxanne's Geodude has evolved into a Golem by this point, but poor old Nosepass is still just that, even well into level 50. While the rest of her team shines with fossils and a freaking Steelix, she still has this derpy big nose stone that barely holds its own against you and your own improved team. This always made me wonder. Like I said, 6-year-old me wasn't internet savvy and I didn't look up that it didn't have an evolution. That is, until Diamond and Pearl came around. Now, at the time it came out, I never played all the way through Diamond and Pearl. Instead, I was confined to watching my brother Infernape his way through Sinnoh. At some point, it came to my attention that this new set of games brought many new evolutions to old Pokemon, including Nosepass. Looking back at how easily I defeated her Nosepass post-game Emerald, I instantly fell in love with Probopass, and with my childish mind, I didn't care that it looked derpy. In fact, I thought it was funny that it had this magnetic mustache. To this day, I love Probopass and all of its facial hair glory. Number 3 on this list is Tyrant and its evolution Tyrantrum. Tyrant and Tyrantrum were rock and dragon type Pokemon introduced in Generation 6 as one of the fossil Pokemon in X and Y. You know what I said about being a rock nerd back when I was a child? Well, brace yourselves, because I was also into fossils. Like, full on wanted to be a paleontologist one day into fossils. And even to this day, I'm fascinated by the ancient world, from Leopleurodons to Stegosauruses. Of course, like any child, I had my favorite, and like most, I loved T-Rexes. Years down the line, X and Y came out, and here we have Tyrant. Tyrant was an instant addition to my team. From its cute little arms to its jaw,
that will tear you and everyone you love to shreds if you don't like this Pokemon.
I mean, I'm all for opinions, unless they're wrong, like that one is. Anyway, let's get back to the point. Get it? Like the spikes on Tyrant and Tyrantrum? I'll show myself out. Their signature ability, Strong Jaw, provides a bonus for any biting moves, which is sort of Tyrunt's thing. Also, just look at it. It's so cute and squishy and aww. Tyrunt and Tyrantrum managed to be one of my favorites, not just as far as rock types, but Pokemon in general. Number 2 on this list is Lycanroc Midday form. Lycanroc is a pure rock type Pokemon introduced in Generation 7 with Pokemon Sun and Moon. Alright, so it's no secret, I'm a dog person. Just look at my current dog Belle and her laundry basket filled with toys. Among the new creatures in Alola is Lycanroc. Lycanroc is one of my favorites because I love dogs. Lycanroc Midday form in particular happens to be my favorite of the 3 forms revealed thus far, mainly because it stays more true to Rockruff as well as access to a brand new move, Accelerock. Also, Midnight form has too much edge. Who hurt you, Lycanroc? Who would turn such a cute and innocent puppy into Edgelord McEmo phase? Lycanroc was a long time in waiting. I mean, a wolf Pokemon was pretty obvious, right? Lycanroc looks so majestic and pure-hearted. In my opinion, perfectly capturing the lore surrounding. Anyway, in my opinion, Lycanroc was the perfect way to introduce players to the new generation. I mean, everyone likes dogs on some level, and having a Rockruff in the opening video from Professor Kukui was a fantastic way to encourage players to catch one themselves. The way these games attempt to make a connection with the player from the very beginning is one of my favorite things about these games, and Lycanroc is a perfect example of this. Coming in at number 1 is the one and the only Gigalith. Gigalith is a pure rock type introduced in Pokemon Black and White. Gigalith finds its way at the top of this list because of a few reasons, the first of which being its design. Gigalith's design is a huge step up from Boldore and Roggenrola. Look at it, covered all over with huge crystals, and a large menacing structure paired with those piercing eyes, or ears. Are they still ears? I know the one on Roggenrola is, but is it still the same way? Anyways, there's even something regal about this Pokemon, like it's the king of rocks. Hey you! Get back down to number 3, Tyrantrum. This is Gigalith's spot. The next of the numerous reasons I put Gigalith at number 1 is more personal matter. A long time ago, like 2010, I became a true Pokemon nerd with the addition of Pokemon Black and White. These games were the first time I truly got into Pokemon. Sure, I enjoyed the games, but here is where enjoyment turned into an unhealthy obsession. Right around Twist Mountain, I ran into a wild Boldore. Yes, I know, I could have caught a Roggenrola a long time ago. Anyways, frankly, it did a number on my team. At the time, I had a team of 6, but Watchog wasn't really working out anymore, and it was underleveled. So after I finally captured it, I swapped it out for Watchog, and honestly, it worked out great. Elite 4 time, and I knew I'd seen Charen use a Gigalith, but I didn't even know how to get it. I tried every stone and leveled up to at least level 60. Nothing. It was at this point that I was desperate, so I hopped onto my future home, the internet, and searched it up. Of course, being the friendless loser I was, I had nobody to trade with. That is, until I begged and pleaded my little brother to help me out. Eventually, he agreed, if only to get me to leave him alone. It was a moment of awe when that Gigalith shimmered back to me, and I knew it was time to see just what it could do. So I went on an hour-long genocide spree using Solar Beam and various rock-type moves. And that's how Gigalith and I became best friends. Isn't it wonderful when you can bond over the mass genocide of an entire population of Heatmore? Final reason Gigalith is here at number 1 has something to do with the move Solar Beam itself, and those crystals I mentioned a while back. Why can Gigalith learn Solar Beam? Well, just look at my favorite place to get Nightmare Fuel, the Pokedex. In Gigalith's Pokemon White entry, the solar energy absorbed by its body's orange crystal is magnified internally and fired from its mouth. That's right, those crystals scattered across its body aren't just for decoration. In fact, they have a real-life basis. According to an article that, for all of you lovely nerds out there, I will link in the description, there is in fact a type of crystal that can more or less absorb sunlight. Perovskite. According to the article, Perovskite doesn't just absorb sunlight, it can also emit a laser. Let's see. Sunlight in, laser out. Yep, that's a solar beam from Gigalith. Blows my mind that Game Freak would go this deep into science just to make sure that they have this amazing feat included in a children's game. These 3 reasons are why, at the end of the day, Gigalith is my favorite rock-type Pokemon. Well, there you have it, my top 6 rock-type Pokemon. Were there any Pokemon that you thought would fit better on this list? Let me know in the comments below. With that said, I'm going to get out of here. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and if you want to see more content from me, slam that subscribe button as well. But whatever you do, make sure you check out the Artist of the Week. Link is always in the description below.